Hey, everybody, this is Congressman Peter Meijer, and I'm proud to represent Michigan's 3rd Congressional District in the House of Representatives. I regret that I cannot be with you to speak today, but I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to speak with you virtually. First off, I want to thank the Anti-Defamation League for hosting this event and for all of the important work that you do. In Congress, I'm proud to serve on the Homeland Security Committee, which plays an important role in crafting legislation and conducting oversight to protect our nation from threats. Providing security for all Americans is a mission that extends far beyond that of our armed forces, and ensuring Americans feel safe to go about their lives is a vital mission of the Department of Homeland Security. Sadly, Jewish Americans are becoming increasingly unsafe in their everyday lives and at their places of worship. In 2021, ADL tracked 2,717 anti-Semitic incidents across the United States, a 34% increase from 2020 and the highest number on record since ADL began tracking such incidents in 1979. Perhaps most shocking about this statistic is the lack of media attention and overall concern from the public about this worrying trend. Yet this 34% rise in attacks against a specific group of Americans, far too few of us are tracking, are aware, see the everyday consequence and what this means for our Jewish American neighbors. We've also allowed far too many political officials, including some of my colleagues in Congress, to stoop to repeating anti-Semitic myths and spreading propaganda from anti-Jewish sources. As we know, attacks and discrimination against Jewish people are not new, and today's threats echo the early stages of some of the darkest moments in our world's history. This is why we must not grow complacent in our resolve to fight this hate. Anti-Semitism and all forms of racism and discrimination have no place in the United States. That is why earlier this year, following the January 15th hostage crisis at Congregation Beth Israel in Texas, I co-sponsored a bill to help secure houses of worship against terroristic threats. The Nonprofit Security Grant Program Improvement Act of 2021 is a bipartisan piece of legislation to expand and strengthen the Nonprofit Security Grant Program, which helps secure nonprofits and houses of worship against violence. I'm proud that this bill was endorsed by the ADL, in addition to a number of prominent religious organizations such as the Sikh Coalition, the Union of Orthodox Jewish Congregations of America, and the National Baptist Convention, because feeling safe to worship and to exert that freedom of religion knows no creed. That is part and parcel of our nation's foundational promise. But as long as Americans are being targeted and attacked because of their faith, we're failing to live up to it. That is why I'll continue to work with my colleagues on the House Homeland Security Committee to make our country a secure place for people of all races, religions, and ethnicities, but also to fight back forcefully against the purveyors of hate who seed the ground for anti-Semitism to move from word to deed. Thank you for allowing me to speak today, and let us never lose our conviction and resolve to fight for acceptance, freedom of religion, and a society that welcomes and recognizes the strength of welcoming all.